And now you've also seen firsthand why our priority is the chicken coop and not putting on the siding on the house or whatever. The chickens outgrew, they were babies.
Yes.
And they were great where they were. And they grow up. And then we had to release them.
Yeah.
Because, well, the loggers left. So the trees weren't cleared that I needed cleared for the chicken coop, for the chicken run. We're going to build a big chicken runway, which I've talked about and showed you all. But it's
Felix.
gone up to an urgency because the birds are now discovering that there's beautiful garden food out here, which tastes nicer than their grass.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Melanie did give them a few treats from the garden today that, you know.
That's maybe. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Once they get a taste of it.
It was stuff that you wouldn't be eating. So.
Felix, don't do that. I don't know what it is. There's cats and tripods.
Yes. I've noticed the same thing when I tried to do a video at home. My cats found the tripod too.
Felix, don't. Leave that alone. He's a pretty cat, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to add anything, or I think.
Well, just that, you know, when you're watching his videos, you really don't get a sense of what the property is really like. You know, some places the video makes the expanse look bigger, and some places it makes it look smaller. It just isn't the same on video as it is in person. You know, and there's a lot of work to be done. He's done a lot of work, but there's still more to be done, and that's because you've taken raw land, and basically, even though it was farmed, you know, tens of years ago, it's still,
it's
it's gone back to raw again.
Oh yeah, it was.
And so
But those trees that keep coming up.
Yeah.
These roots go underground and then pop up, and there's a tree in your yard. And it's unbelievable.
Yes, I'm having the same problem in my postage stamp backyard. So yeah, if I'm having the problem, you're having a problem for sure.
My apple trees grew like that.
Wouldn't that be nice?
They grow. The one thing grew 10, 12 feet in a season.
Yeah. No, the trees we want don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. So.
But yeah, it's the house is lovely. It's comfortable.
What do you think? Is it bigger or smaller than you thought?
Actually, I think the house, for me, it looks smaller on the outside in person. On the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that could be because of the optical illusion of the tar paper.
Yeah.
Because
I've noticed that with a lot of places.
Yeah. But inside, it feels bigger than it looks on the outside. But it definitely is it's comfortable. Definitely comfortable. It doesn't feel cramped.
I'll make sure we're still recording because I can't see that from here.
Yeah.
No, it's very comfy, and I could knock this table down, and we could have. Well, I've had, I think, 10 people in here eating a meal at one time.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
I definitely could see it.
And that was with my big table. It was crowded though because we had to put it this way and had some chairs. But now with this table, it's narrower. And so, and it folds out as needed, so I think it'd be better.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good fit for this house. Definitely.
Oh yeah, it's great. What else I was going to say? Oh yeah, you saw this morning when we were cutting those trees. For every single task we want to do, there's something in the way of doing it.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to move the cedar wood that we got, those truckloads of cedar wood, over on the pallets off to the side. We've never done it because we had to knock down some trees which were going to fall in those pallets.
Yes.
There's no point in stacking it up before taking out those trees. And there's just one thing blocking another, and most of it's trees stopping us from doing each task. Yeah,
and you can see, when you're here in person, you can see, you know, just the way the trees are. Oh yeah, you can't, you've got to take care of this. Even you want to move this to there, but you can't because this is in the way. You got to relocate that. You know, and I've had the same problem at home in my house. I have things I got to sort through, but in order to sort through them, I have to relocate stuff over here and deal with this. And then after I deal with this, then I have to put that back. You know, a woman would understand this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, most men don't.
Well, I have
be a sexist here.
men. We have trees in the way. On every project, there's a tree that needs to be removed, and then I can put something there where the trees were. So.
I'm having a good time giving Troy a hard time. I'm having a great time doing that.
I'm going to have to deprogram Melanie after this visit.
Oh, yes, I've been giving her great encouragement.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, before we can build a greenhouse, we've got to knock out these big trees out here. But before we can do that, we have to move the cedar wood, which is in the way. Before we can do that, we had to knock out the trees that we did this morning.
Yes.
So we can stack the cedar wood. And every single thing is like a tightly locked puzzle.
Yes.
And there's trees in the way of every single thing we want to do. And eventually we want to be able to drive out here with a vehicle. Mm-hmm. So I don't ever have to unload out here and then manually cart stuff over and then haul it in. I want to be able to drive out with a vehicle and unload onto pallets neatly. But there's trees in the way of trees in the way of trees in the way.
Yeah.
And it's just
you
madness.
just can't. And you've got certain trees that are causing a bit of a puzzle because of the way they're leaning. And you have got to be really careful.
Yeah, and there again, I have to move. Like I have to empty the meadow before I can drop that tree.
Yeah.
Which is the one blocking my sunlight.
Yeah.
But to do that, I got to make sure I back the truck camper up, or the one camper up more, and I have to clear out everything out of the way. And that's why another reason we have to build the chicken coops right now is so we can move or the chicken range. We move these chickens over to there, get all the chicken coops over there, drop the trees, then build a greenhouse.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things interlocking with another. And I think you have a better grasp of why some of my projects are on hold, why things take so long.
Oh, yeah.
And why things don't get put away right away.
Yeah.
When you see it firsthand.
It's like a puzzle. You know, and when you're putting a jigsaw puzzle together, you can't have all the pieces in there. You've got to move them out of the way so that you can put the puzzle pieces in.
Yeah.
You know, and then you bring more in. That's what you're working with. Only a big jigsaw puzzle, but if you don't remove the piece the right way, you could end up killing or destroying something.
Or destroying the house with
this.
Yeah, there's. That's why it's taken us so long, but we will get it. I think before winter.
Yeah.
We'll have a really good yard. Now, I'm not worried about that back section yet this year as much.
Yeah.
I want to get the chickens done, and I want to drop all these trees here, but there's something in the way of each tree that has to be taken care of. So
yeah, I definitely think the chicken coop is your priority at this point.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah.
And then that will also cut our costs, our food costs for the birds.
Yes, hopefully.
And then they'll start laying eggs soon, which will give us better quality eggs.
Yeah, you should start. Certain ones of your birds should start laying. I'd say within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the brown ones.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what those black ones are. I'm gonna have to look them up. The buffs will probably be your last one.
I forgot what they were called. They were all top breeds. Tractor Supply had 4 top breeds. Then we bought them on clearance. They were $1.99 a piece at the end of the season. And we ended up getting, we had 30 birds.
That's
30 babies.
That's about the only breed I didn't really recognize was black ones with the black legs and the black heads.
No, they didn't make it because silkies are very, very weak, but we had some black silkies. Sadly, they didn't make it.
No. That's a shame. The white ones did.
The white silkies seem tougher.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty. I've heard that silkies can't manage the winters, but these ones are fine.
They're foo-foo birds.
They're little. You like my poodle? What do you think of my poodle?
Like I said, is it foo-foo or Fifi? But you got the buff. I could not tell from the videos that you had 2 buffs. Once I saw them in person, I knew that they were buffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and like I said, they'll be the last ones to lay the eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a late mature.
Yeah. Well, it'll be fine. We'll have all these chicken coops out there. We've got 3 coops over by the goats, which we may or may not move out eventually. I'm not yet sure, but it might be good to have babies just to keep them out there separate all the time.
I don't know. I think it might be good if you took the chicken tractors out of the goat pen.
One reason I put the birds in with the goats in the first place is because where we got them, where they have thousands of goats, at least, well, I don't know how many, it looks
They
like
have
at
the
least
chickens in with them?
there's more than hundreds, there's at least 1,000 goats, I would think. But anyway, they have the chickens running around the goats.
Yeah.
And I had asked about, because we have ticks, and I didn't want the goats getting hurt. And I asked them, what about ticks? Tick problems out here. She shrugged and said, there are no ticks. We got chickens running around.
Yep.
And so that's part of the reason I want to keep some birds out there. But just not 30 birds.
No. No, yeah, I don't think you need 30.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a small
3,
flock.
4 birds.
Yeah, probably. And if you notice any kind of a problem developing, you just add a couple more birds.
Because now the goats are used to the bird. There was Chris was laughing one day because there was a chicken sitting on the back of the goat. It was cute looking.
Yep.
So they're getting along with each other very well.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
And the goats are obviously happy and content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will.
That's the thing with goats. If they're not happy.
You'll know it.
Oh yeah, they will try and get out.
These are very relaxed.
Yep.
For the longest time, we didn't even have that back wall. Wasn't even done. There was just chicken wire back there. And the goats could care less. All they had to do was push down underneath and walk away. They didn't care.
Yeah.
But that's because we're working out there now. They're happy because we're there.
Yeah.
And Chris loves them. Chris is always with them.
Yes. And I think that's been good for Chris too.
Yeah, I do think, yeah.
He definitely loves those goats.
Yeah.
You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah. He does not like my turkeys.
That's all right. I think I'll side with Chris on that.
I love my turkeys.
You can have your turkeys.
I love the turkeys. I think they're cool.
I love them at Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're going to have a problem at Thanksgiving. Melanie and Chris want to eat my turkeys. I don't know. I got them. Originally I got them for food, but they're so cool. I love the sounds they make when they're all eating and happy together, and I don't know if I want to eat them.
Well, if you get too many toms, you only need so much testosterone on a farm.
Yeah. I think I have 2 and 2. I think I have 2
Okay.
males and 2 females, it looks like.
See how it goes.
Yeah. But I wonder if they would attract wild turkeys. We do have wild turkeys that come right through the back, out across here, across the lane.
So long as they don't cause a problem.
Well,
the toms.
Yeah, it'd be
season.
interesting.
Yeah.
Guess we're gonna find out. Yeah.
This will be interesting.
Yep.
Of course, domestic turkeys aren't quite as bright as wild turkeys.
Yeah, I guess we'll see that too. I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard they're down. I've heard that turkeys will drown in a rainstorm standing up.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that that's an old wives' tale. I don't know personally.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find that out too.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Thank you for coming over. And,
It's been a pleasure.
Thank your family, the silent ones.
Thank you.
They're gonna wait till we're driving out of here. Then they're gonna blast on me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good 2 days. I'm happy you came up here, and
Well, thank
we
you.
might have to. I want to try it now. You got me thinking. I want to try that horse that you put everybody on.
Oh, I'll get honey all warmed up for you.
we can do that on video.
Oh, that would be a hoot.
What does she do?
It depends on what I tell her to do.
Oh, really?
Oh wow, that's
All right,
cool.
let's play.
I'll tell you, she's very good with children and special people.
I'll be very special.
That's not the kind of special I meant. Oh boy, your children are gonna have a fun time with that one.
No, that sounds like a challenge. I want to come down and try it out.
Hey, yeah, by all means, if you're willing, I'll put just about anybody on her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Melanie?
Oh, she'll be good for Melanie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, we're going to sign off. Check out MotherOfManyHorses on YouTube. And again, thank you for coming out. And thank you all for being there. Troy
Thank you for having us.
Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. And
Mother of Many Horses.
talk to y'all later.